What is you and Todd's relationship like with Carlos King? There is no relationship, child. We don't have a relationship no more. No.
Let's talk about Kandi's position on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. When you are at the top of your career and there's so much more for you to do, it may be time for you to go. And I never thought I would say this, Kate. I agree with you that this should be Kandi's last season.
Carlos King. He's been doing the podcast.
He was the person who had did the deal with TV One to sell Our Life Story.
And
my mom and was gonna try to ask my mother questions about us unknowingly to get more information, I guess, for the show. So anyway, I just thought that was the lowest thing that anybody could ever do.
Wait.
We had to come together to stop that movie.
I just refuse to allow other people to take Our Life Story and try to do it better than we can do it ourselves. Like, that doesn't even make sense.
Nobody could tell your story.
You got to get in control.
You know they had to make me mad because they made me madder than you made me.
So are you still mad?
it is a little shady to call her mom up and act like you're going to do an interview about all these groups in the 90s just to try to dig up information on her group. Like, that is a little... You got to watch out for reality TV producers.
Yeah, that's shady, baby. But something in the milk ain't clean. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced that that's what it is. I don't know.
Who is the Atlanta housewife that you hinted about having beef with on Instagram, saying her and her husband threatened you?
It's not Kandi.
Ooh.
Oh, my lamb. I thought you and Kandi mended everything after Big Brother.
I thought so, too. I had no idea.
Wow, okay.
I'll tell you the story later. Trying to figure out what's funny because it's getting a little disrespectful.
No, it's not.
Well, a little bit because I'm trying to tell you how I'm trying to tell you how I feel and you're laughing.
Well, no, I'm laughing because the thing about it is you taking it as though I know what's going in your head. This is hilarious to me. The fact that she's trying to make me this villain in her life is like totally ridiculous.
And it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that. Right. But that really did happen. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up at Big Brother. You know, I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. Nah, but you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi.
It would have been no different of me speaking on her argument with WeTV when she was having that big drama with WeTV. And if I would have reposted WeTV and said that basically dissed what she was saying or made it seem like what she said was not important. You know what I mean?
Everybody know. I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe. But I do know how to whip ass. And I don't do that because I don't condone violence at all, right? And I'm like, well, what's the name of the level you want to take it to? Like, what, you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said, he did steal from us. Right? He argue with you right now. Like, I ain't finna do all that. And then, I am trying to completely de-escalate the situation. It's giving bobs and cackling and cacklings. And, like, then Tadina comes up and, like, he comes and get her. And he says something to her. And then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe this shit or not. He look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh. What?
Saying her and her husband threatened you.
And it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like,
you know, simply that's not true. My husband never said nothing to her. He did not threaten her or none of that. So
she was all online this week calling me a billy goat saying I can't sing.
The winner of this season's Golden Mask is Night Angel, our queen. Songwriter, Grammy
emotional. But I had stopped really singing because it's just, you know, so many negative comments sometimes. You know, people be like, oh, she can't sing. Oh, she this and that. But it just be like, the hate be so real sometimes. And it just made me be like, you know, forget it. I don't even want to sing. So when I had this opportunity to be on this show, I was kind of like, I don't know if I should do this. But I did.
I don't know if y'all even pay attention to like comments on different videos and stuff, you know, in the past or whatever, but people, you know, constantly, you know, made cracks at my voice and said, you know, negative things of, you know, say I can't sing or whatever. But to have to like really carry this thing through by myself and to have to, you know, just only rely on myself to be able to get me through this competition, I was kind of like nervous about it. And I just want to say,
she's an amazing singer, but for you to sing so great and the only time people really want to talk about you is because you beefing with me, then that's a problem. Catch a headline without me. Please. Please. Your contestant on your show, on your dating show, he want to come on with his fake news. Like, fake news. Y'all, he ain't checking nobody.
Since we've been critical about her not having a storyline and being a boring housewife and need to be replaced, she's been a mean girl in these streets. She just recently was rude to one of my staff at the Grammys. And I have a feeling, after talking to lots of people in her peer group, that Kandi is a bully. I think that Kandi's a bully.
Really?
Absolutely.
I've never got that impression of Kandi.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Hard. They seem like cool people.
Well,
that particular person, he had like been dogging me on his blog. Like, he has said a lot of negative things. I'm sure you guys seen it because some of that stuff was on different blogs or whatever. I guess other people had picked it up. This was a while ago. And so if somebody had dogged you, would you want to interview for their page? No, I wasn't rude. I was just gonna go. I was going and like literally speaking to everybody on that, all the publicity people. And when I got to them, I said, hey, and then somebody, the person that was with me told me who they were with. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this one. And I just turned around and walked away. I didn't do anything to them. Maybe they felt the way because I sat and did the interviews with everybody else around them, but it wasn't them. It's just their platform had already dogged me. So, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what you think. I don't know. What would y'all do? I guess you could say, what would Jesus do? He probably would have spoke and did the interview. I spoke. I just didn't do the interview. So I don't know what else to say. Anyway, so, you know, everybody has their rendition or their version of who I am as a person. Y'all been seeing me on TV for 15 years, and I'm very straightforward. I say how I feel. I don't think that, I mean, if you can't get that by now, then I don't know what to say. Okay, so let's move it on along. Oh, and you already know I don't mess with people who don't mess with me. I reciprocate the energy, right? Yeah, you've seen it. Run to the arms. Mm-hmm. Is that a yes or a no? Or a possible? I don't know. Have you thought about any tributes that would work? Okay.
Nope. So what you want to start with? I haven't even really put much thought into this, to be honest. Why not? Because I got a lot going on.
She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck.
She doesn't totally like to just let us go because we're like a safety net.
Oh, I'm going to run. They ask, who can I run to? I'm running to my solo project. I'm literally running.
What you and Tiny bring as your own brands is way better than anything they would get if you were not a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. But she really don't want to deal with us, period.
Don't make somebody a priority that makes you an option.
Ooh, that is so right.
Listen, I ain't never had no problem with her singing lead. Go ahead, girl.
That the blow to my chest would come directly from you. You could
Hell no.
People have been, making jokes about my voice, which is whatever. I don't really care. But Tasha actually made a joke about my voice in her video. You are trying to clown a person's voice whose voice is leading on half the hits that is your claim to fame. You've been hearing my voice all these years as you making money off of it, right? But you on your video trying to make jokes about my voice. The same voice whose has accomplished more than you. I've already had a #1 Billboard gospel single. Something that right now is what you are trying to do. This drama ain't gonna stop for me no time soon, so I just done got used to it. I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain, bitch, and I'm standing on it.
I'm embedded in your brain, bitch. I'm embedded in your motherfucking brain, bitch.